Today we're building more floating islands. Yep, we're building more floating islands because I have this now, and now it's time to build a floating island surrounding it, so that way the space that is between the top of this tower and the tip of those rocks things doesn't feel empty. Now let's get into this. To start off, I'm just going to be building up the cores of the towers. Or to do that, just go build up to about the point that I want the island to be at. Figure out the bottom of the island that I want there to be, and then just break down everything until that point. Then I'm going to build up again, move over and out, build up another core, which will be here, before going down. And you know what, I'm just gonna time lapse this whole thing. Okay, done. All the cores are finished, and I've spaced them out just enough. Now let's build the islands. I'm also going to time lapse this. Okay, so done. Floating islands are done. Honestly, they look okay. Here, I'll just show you what this looks like from the ground. So the point is that you'd be coming up to here, you'd be walking up, and then you see the floating islands. Now, of course, I haven't decorated the floating islands yet, so should I do another time lapse? Should I just end the video? All right. Quick little tidbit: when you are building multiple floating islands in a place, and you have like a tower as the centerpiece, then you should be keeping them somewhat of a reasonable distance away, with the minimum being 1 block away, and the maximum being like some other number of blocks away. Just that this way, when you have like, it's like if I fly up, one way that is good is where if you fly up and you can see where the render distance begins to fade, if the islands begin to fade out of the render distance, if you built them at like the lowest point, then they're too far away. And if they touch the building you made, they're too close. If they fall under the building you made, they're too close. So about 1 block away from the outermost area that it's closest to, that's good. Anyway, aside from that, building them next to each other, you don't want to make them too clumped. You don't want to make them too spacious. Having like bits like this is perfectly okay. In fact, it creates a little bit right here where if you decorated this, you can have a little under vine area cave part. But generally, having ones that are just complete standalones like this isn't the best. Instead, you should aim to have more of a cluster like this, where these three are really close together, but not so close it's terrible. And for these two, you can jump between them. And then for this one would have like a bridge leading here. That would then connect to a waterfall that leads up here. That would lead to a bridge to these two islands, which you would technically count as the same entity because of the fact that their tops are at the same level. So you just build half of an island here and then the other half here. I hope that makes sense, but those are just some little tidbits and rules you should be following when making the floating islands. And I'm going to end the video for today, and you'll see the next video will have the islands fully decorated, and then I think I might start building things on the islands, like under islands, little temples on top of the islands. However, there will be a video before that, which will be on different things I put on the islands, like little gazebos and such, just to give you some context. It's a pretty big build. Sorry it's taking multiple videos to cover. Hope you like it, and I hope you will like how it turns out. Oh, right, one last thing. I added in walls, like bits, to give the sides a bit more variety. I, of course, ignored this, and as you could probably guessed, there's no interior, 'cause there's no room for interior in this. I originally wanted to do a spiral staircase leading up to, like, the moon or something, but I don't think I'm gonna have that now. Also, something that might be cool that I might do is like a beacon that leads from down there all the way up into here, and then it just stops at there because it's a solid thing, or I don't know. Probably won't work because it's a solid thing, but who knows? We'll see. I'm not going to do that. Goodbye.